Hola, señor. Right. Okay, I apologise. Hello, welcome back to another rendition, iteration, volume of me reading something, which is the Ghost Ship newsletter, or rather the Ghost Ship Dispatch. This is the August version, August edition. Weirdly enough, I can't actually remember if there was a July version. I actually think there wasn't, only because the last thumbnail I have, that I was making was for June. Actually, was it? Am I just crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Okay. Well, I might be. Anyway, so this is, of course, the monthly Ghost Ship newsletter. As usual, I recommend that you do sign up for it yourself, and I will give you the best, the closest link to get you to that point if I can in the description. But either way, this is a combination of news and sort of fun things happening in sort of the sphere of Ghost Ship, and sort of helps breathe a little bit of life into what they're doing, even if they don't necessarily have a lot to show in terms of upcoming games and updates and things. Not that there aren't upcoming games, but maybe not ones developed by Ghost Ship Games themselves. We'll get into that. One of the two Ghost Ship publishing games I think we have a close to genuine interest in. Got a trailer, and we will be looking at that trailer today. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's go. Dispatch 11, Dwarf Stranding. Frankly, as far as the actual content of the newsletter goes, not a relevant pun, just thrown in there. Hello, miners. Me again. Okay. Served up fresh on a warm bun in your inbox. Since I often start these with a remark on the weather, I'd like to share that the other week I was biking home from work, and there was a big dramatic gust of wind that felt more like a living breath of Denmark exhaling summer from its lungs and making room for fall. I was right too. It's been colder since. I'm listening to Fontaine's DC while writing this and having a peaceful morning, and I hope you're also having a peaceful day and that you enjoy the rest of this newsletter. Thanks for reading. Beep beep, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. As always, you're a legend. I still want your job. Roll Development Diary, August 2025. Back with this is the segment about the development diary. There is a video on this entirely by itself. That'll be linked in the description as well. I recommend you either watch that or read the post yourself, just to get more information than the newsletter is going to provide. Anyway, back with another blistering bulletin on all the latest in Roll's development. It's been a month or so since we've returned to the office after summer break, and folks have been hard at work on the road to update 4 of the closed alpha. Insiders edition, more voice lines for the Reclaimers, new drone attack event, more guns in the works. Yeah, there are more guns in the works. New stuff in the RAM for Roll, by the way. New stuff in the Ramrod, our production goals for the weeks ahead, and news on Playtest 4, and more. Take a look on Steam right now. Especially, they do actually talk a little bit about customization, which I think is actually a big deal, basically. Anyway, special peak concept weapons for Roadcore. Here's more cool concept art of some new guns we're brainstorming for Roadcore. This is a special peek just for Newsletter Club. More can be found on the August Dev Diary on Steam. On Steam. So yeah, this bit of concept art was not in the thing itself. It's hard to imagine exactly what this is apart from like a heavy SMG kind of thing. Although I like this this one here, the Sketch A. I think it looks more like something that could be unique. Maybe like a nail gun type of thing. I think a nail gun would be awesome. It's something that's sort of been floated around in the Deep Rock sphere for quite a while, I think. Anyway, around the office, the coffee machine broke this month and left us coffeeless for nearly 2 weeks. Critical. Folks responded with varying degrees of alarm, depending on how serious they are about coffee. We went through several snow shovels worth of instant coffee in the meantime. See, that's the thing. Just go to instant coffee. Instant coffee's fine. Some of us went up to Sweden to visit the Coffee Stain offices up there, hung out with developers of Satisfactory as well as Coffee Stain's publishing titles, had a bit of a casual networky thing, and then a pool party with the whole gang. Very cozy, worth the hangover. It does seem pretty cool to be part of I guess any kind of company that is of both high profile and seems quite wholesome. I think working for Ghost Ship seems like a good gig. Basically, this week we sent a couple dozen of our fastest folks to the DHL Run, which is a big, huge 5k running relay thing for companies in Denmark. We shared a tent with other Danish game devs, grilled some hot dogs, ran around, and we had cool team jerseys. Photos of it down below. Anyway, yeah. So we got to talk about this. Time to reinstall Fortnite, I think. Anyway, yeah, so we've got Deep Rock launching tonight, Fortnite. That is out now, actually, because I'm recording this a day later. Anyway, The great searching eye of Fortnite collaborations has cast its iron gaze upon us. Woe be upon those who might seek to flee from the eye. It is the engulfing light, illuminating all corners of the world, so no shadow might exist in which to hide from its stare. So too have we been sought by the eye, and like those before us, we submit to the eye. You can play as Scout in Fortnite now, starting tonight. Yes, it's real. So whatever this is, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll link this. But it's the Fortnite website. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of a layup, isn't it? Though, especially with the pickaxe. But then the backpack is like, that's not specific. That's not exactly Scout's backpack. So I mean, like, what are you really getting at there? But still, lovely to see him. Rendered in all his Fortnite glory. Anyway, fun fact, lead game designer Mike once reverse engineered a Perpetual stew. When he was in his 20s, he was living with a couple dudes and they made a big pot of stew that they would continually add to and eat from. They did not know about the concept of a Perpetual stew. This was just a product of several inspired minds. Mike says they kept this Perpetual stew going for about 2 weeks. He told me about it once, and I think about it a lot. That's great. So we have the Perpetual stew Wikipedia page. Yeah, I'll link this. Why not? I think the Perpetual stew is a really funny thing. Especially the Perpetual one-day blinding stew. Anyway, so, Ghost Ship Publishing news. DarkSwarm closed alpha coming this week. Wow. If you missed our announcement earlier this month, the long-awaited DarkSwarm's got a closed alpha going live on Tuesday, September 2nd. That's when I start work. And we'd love to invite you to join it, so that's why we're going to send you an invite key next week. Just because you are a special newsletter reader, keep an eye on the old inbox. DarkSwarm is developed by Bitfire Games and published by Ghost Ship. It's really cool. Click down below to register to receive a DarkSwarm closed alpha key. Yes, this link will be in the description. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the trailer. Ignore that. So yeah, very nice. I think DarkSwarm looks really cool. I like the fact that it's sort of a game that could have easily been another Deep Rock spin-off, but it's kind of just an original thing. Like, I think that is probably better, because otherwise you end up with a lot of things sharing Deep Rock's art style, but maybe that's not really conducive to what the developers of this separate project really want. I think it was really cool. It will not receive official and consistent coverage on the channel. We're still just dedicated to games developed by Ghost Ship Games themselves. But DarkSwarm does it really cool. Do not be surprised if it rears its head at other points in the future. It just won't be something. I'm not going to keep you updated about it. But there will be the closed alpha registration link in the description. Anyway, thanks to the fan who drew us a new logo. Very good. Actually, having it on a shirt is pretty cool, though. 2 years ago, we got a charming fan letter from an 8-year-old in the UK. Oh, it's me! Who was kind enough to send us some of his DRG-inspired drawings. DRG-inspired drawings, Aaron. It included a terrific rendition of the Ghost Ship Games logo. I immediately scanned it in and saved a digital copy of it so I could use it for the right application. This year, I was finally able to use that fan's excellent logo on the back of our company jerseys for the DHL run, an annual 5-kilometre race/party for Danish companies. The original fan letter was unfortunately lost during our office move, so I don't know how to contact the fan to let him know we finally used this logo, but I hope this reaches him somehow. Thanks once again and great work. Everyone loves this new logo. So whoever drew this thing, if you're somehow watching, just know that they're very thankful, and they would love to probably hear from you again. Fan art spotlight. Oh, okay, this is where the dwarf stranding thing came from. By Artemius on Discord. Great work. It is. It's pretty cool. I do always wonder how people not necessarily think of. I don't think it's hard to think of things like this, but where like this was actually made or rendered. Is it just Blender? I don't know. Anyway, stream calendar, September 2025. So this is basically the outline of all the streams that we're doing throughout September. Unsurprisingly, there's a Fortnite one in there. Don't worry about the details. I know that the video also cuts off some of the text. I'll keep it simple. So the streams are Tuesday, 2nd of September, DarkSwarm Alpha stream. Thursday, 4th of September, Fortnite stream, where they're just going to all be playing the Scout in Fortnite. Tuesday, 9th of September, Rogue Core stream. Yep. Thursday, 11th September, DRG with Arrowhead, so that's them playing some DRG with the Helldivers developers. Tuesday, 16th of September, Nostalgia stream, tapping into ancestral history. I assume that's playing DRG Legacy Edition. Thursday, 18th of September, Elite Deep Dives. Great. Tuesday, 23rd of September, Oktoberfest Lieblings. So I guess Oktoberfest should have happened or been out by now, the event in game. And they'll be playing it on Tuesday, 23rd of September. Thursday, 25th of September, live event to be announced. Alex said I can't talk about this yet. Does writing count as talking? I'm not willing to take that risk, but between you and me, it's about DRG Survivor. Okay, so I think that has something to do with the 1.0 launch for Survivor. Anyway, cool. That'll do it. See you next month, and hope all's well until then. Rock and Stone. Catch you next month. Go Ship Games, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron, as always. I think it's a really nice one. I think they kind of have a bit of a get out of jail free card. They kind of have, because they have the developer diary for Rocore every month at the moment. And I think that really does give it a lot of weight. But also, I think there's certain things that are cool. I think DarkSwarm is cool. I think Deepbrook finally getting to Fortnite is cool. Even if you would consider that to be like late or something, I don't think it's not late in the sense of it's Fortnite's idea. You know, it's not their idea to do it necessarily. So they just got caught by Fortnite at this time, and they're not going to say no, you know? So I think it works in that sense. Anyway, that is it for this edition of the Ghost Ship Dispatch. I hope you enjoyed, found this useful. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more stuff like this, then please make sure to... I meant to like and subscribe there. If you want to see more stuff like this, and you want to stay into everything to Deepbrook and Rocore, then also make sure to click the bell. And I will see you on Tuesday, as always, for an Overclock Showcase. Bye-bye.